Yo, good you. You're watching Drinkin and Yakkin, you. You got a gift, my friend. God bless you, you got a fucking gift. What's going on, you bastards? It's another edition of Drinkin and Yakkin. Right there. I'm your host, Del. And we are going to have one hell of a show. Welcome on this Tuesday evening for you guys. For me, it's exactly time for another pre-record, ladies and gentlemen. It's afternoon for me. Early, very early afternoon here. Yeah. Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Cheers, you bastards. Oh boy. That's right. Early afternoon for me means evening. I am so happy I went back to work last night. Caught me off guard. I'm definitely out of shape. I've been pretty much doing nothing for the past 2.5 months because I've been on the CERB. And thank almighty God I went back to work last night. And the interesting part was I went back to work and I discovered that people were dying for car washes, apparently. Not dying, like they weren't killing each other, but they were definitely waiting for me to come back. And my schedule is full for the next few weeks. It's crazy, and it was so weird going back to work because I am so not used to doing my job. Again, it's like I'm out of shape or something, you know. And I just, it kind of threw me off a little bit. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to yet another edition of Drinkin and Yakkin, and today on the show we've got quite a few movie reviews, as I do pretty much every single show. Last week was pretty crazy. I had my lovely lady Shannon here, and we had a whole bunch of movies, and this week pretty much the same. Mind you, when she was here, I had seen most of the movies already, but there are some surprises here tonight. Afternoon for me. I just got to keep saying tonight because I'm so used to it. I haven't started the banner ads yet because I would like to introduce you all to a new banner ad. New for me. And for you guys will probably recognize the old one, but that is how it used to look. It used to be Tuesdays and Saturdays at 9, and now it is only Tuesdays at 9, because now it is official. I have decided to keep doing the Del Morgado Show Unleashed, and I decided to make this new banner ad to go with it. Ooh, pretty. Anyways, there you go. There's the new banner ad, and I made this one fresh. I am looking at it, and it looks like it needs a little bit of tweaking, which I might do for the next show. Obviously, I don't have enough time now, because I just started the damn thing. The show, that is. So, check it out. We've got a new banner roll for you, and we've got a bunch of movies for review today. Let me just run through them real quick. They are actually in order. As to the order I will be reviewing them, we've got first off The Goonies. That's right. I've never seen The Goonies before. Hopefully my lady is watching the show tonight because she said she would. I already gave her my review, and also Cabin in the Woods is the next movie. We've also got Wall Street Money Never Sleeps. We've also got The Only Living Boy in New York. We've also got The Angriest Man in Brooklyn. We've also got 100 Girls. We've also got The Caveman's Valentine. And the last but not least, a movie I saw just yesterday before I went to sleep, The Final Cut. So, we've got quite a few movies to review today. And, so I know my lovely lady, Shannon. She has seen The Goonies a million times. I have never, and this is what we were talking about, there's some movies in my existence that I've never really had a desire to watch. There are a lot of movies that don't really spark my interest, if you will. I know that the Time Warp one, the song there with Tim Curry, sometimes I wish I had comments because then you guys can answer my question. Rocky Horror Picture Show. Oh my God, it just popped out of my brain. So, there's certain movies I don't really want to watch, and that's definitely one of them, even though that's one of her favorites. I've had no desire to watch it. There's also been like a ton of movies that have never really grasped my attention. So, Goonies, case in point, was not really one that sparked my interest. And this is like, I mean, you gotta remember, I grew up in that time, and I never really wanted to watch the movie because it never really caught my attention. It never really struck me as something I needed to watch. I knew who was in it. I knew all the cast members. I didn't know about Josh Brolin. Had no idea that he was in there. Actually, well, shit, since I'm talking about it, might as well pop it up there. Might as well start it. Might as well start the movie reviews. So, Shannon recommended this movie. This is definitely one of her favorites. She actually has the DVD autographed, as far as I know. If not the DVD, it's probably the videotape, VHS. I don't know which one exactly, but I know she's got one of them. Almost, I think all of them are autographed, if not. Yeah, I think she's got almost everybody on there. So, she was shocked that I had never seen the Goonies before. Fuck it, like I said, I might as well start it up. So, I know you guys are probably waiting for the movie reviews, so we might as well get her going. So anyways, yeah, so I was like, alright, I'll check it out. You know, why not? I mean, usually, whenever she's over, we usually watch movies that I select because I've got a ton of movies, and sometimes what we like to do is we like to pick movies at random, and some of those are in this list today. So this one in particular, she's been wanting me to watch forever, and when she first heard that I hadn't seen it, much like Rocky Horror Picture Show, she lost her shit. She couldn't believe that I'd never seen it. But there, again, and that's why I don't really say you're living under a rock anymore, because yeah, there are a lot of movies that I haven't seen yet in my existence. It's just the way it is. Certain movies catch my attention, other movies don't. So, I personally have never seen The Goonies. Until last week, when she was here. It was actually right after the show on the Tuesday night, so I seen it afterwards, and I might as well give you guys my review on The Goonies. It did nothing for me. I'm sorry, Shannon. I don't mean to disappoint, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are probably disappointed with my review right now. It did nothing for me. If anything, I was really, really annoyed with the fact that these kids kept on yelling throughout the entire movie. That really, 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 really got on my fucking nerves. And I hate to say that. I even said it to Shannon, and she was just kind of like, uh-oh. Throughout the whole fucking movie, these kids are yelling. Nothing but yelling. Like, it's like, guys, talk normal. You know, and the situation... I always thought that the plot of the movie was different. Seeing the cover, I never knew exactly what was going on. This was many, many, many years ago. I never really cared to watch it. And I always thought the Goonies was just the 4 kids. To my surprise, it was not. And when I saw the movie, I was just not really 100% impressed. I mean, it was alright. It was funny at sometimes, and there was a couple of cool scenes in there, and I sort of, you know, I gave it a chance. I was trying to like it throughout the movie, but it just didn't grow on me. It was them yelling. It was the kids yelling and constantly yelling. Oh my god! Like, you know, I'm an older guy. If I had seen this when I was a kid, it probably would have been different. It would have been way different. If I had seen this younger, I probably would have liked it. Don't know. I know as an adult, and I'm not really crazy about kids, and you guys already know that. I didn't like it. I didn't like the kids fucking yelling every 5 seconds. That really fucking pissed me off. So, to give it a review, I know that this is not exactly the review that my lady wants. She was probably hoping for maybe a little bit higher. You may think that I'm going to give it a really low review, but I'm not. I'm going to give it a 3. It's in between. It's... I can watch it, but not really my favorite movie of all time. So... definitely not. I know that Shannon loves it to death. Me, I just, like I said, it did nothing for me. And I'm sure that people are probably going to be like, oh my god, I can't believe you didn't. No, well, dude, you got to remember I'm a 45-year-old man. You know, if I, like I said earlier, if I had seen that as a kid, maybe it might have grown on me. But it didn't grow on me. So, yeah. I mean, I would give away details as to why, but I don't want to give away too much. All I can say is that the kids won't shut the fuck up. That's about it. So anyways, alright. Well, since I already started the movie reviews inadvertently, let me keep her going then. The next one on the list is The Cabin in the Woods, and because Shannon had recommended The Goonies, this is also another movie that she recommended to me very highly, and I must say, she definitely did a good fucking job on this one. I was very impressed with this one. At first, I was sort of like, what the fuck is going on? That was pretty much my take on most of the movie. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then I was like, and then midway through, I'm still like, all right, seriously, what the fuck is going on? And then the third act, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Great movie. This movie kept me entertained. Very much so. This is a horror movie unlike any other fucking movie you've ever seen. If you guys haven't seen this movie, I definitely highly recommend it. And you know what? Shannon definitely picked a fucking good one. It's not the first time she's done that. She's picked a lot of good ones in the past. One that comes to mind is Limitless. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that with Bradley Cooper. Fucking incredible fucking movie. She recommended that one highly to me, but it's Bradley Cooper, man. You know, if Bradley Cooper's in the fucking movie, chances are I'm going to fucking love it. So, to give this one a rating, that's right. That's the rating. Right there. 5 stars. Fucking right. This movie was entertaining. It was different. It was fucking crazy. It was something that I was yearning for. And I was looking for something like this, like a really good fucking story. And I've been dying for good story movies lately, and this one definitely did not disappoint. Let me cheer to that one. Cabin in the Woods, Shannon, you picked a doozy on this one. The Goonies, I wasn't crazy about, but this one definitely caught my attention. So cheers to you, darling, and cheers to all of you who are watching this week. I hope I got some. It would be nice. Sorry about Saturday. I was sort of in a ruddy mood, you know. So, anywho. Yep. This is early afternoon for me. Well, actually, this is nighttime for me. For you guys, this is like, dude, I can't believe you're having a drink so early. What the fuck's wrong with you? I just got off work, people. This, to me, is like my, midnight. So, there you go. In case you guys are wondering. Alright, so that's Cabin in the Woods. Damn good fucking movie. I was very, very happy with this one. Moving on to the next one was one that Shannon and I decided to choose randomly, and that is Wall Street Money Never Sleeps with Shia LaGouf. That's my nickname for him. And Michael Douglas. Now, we had seen a shitload of Michael Douglas movies last week. The week prior, but we didn't really know what was going on here. We literally picked this movie at random. We didn't know who was starring in it. We didn't know what the premise was. We didn't do nothing. We just looked at the title and we said, let's do it. I must say, confusing as fuck. I am not the most intellectual guy in the world when it comes to finances and banking. Obviously, I'm in debt like a motherfucker. Not the best guy when it comes to that kind of shit. Especially when it comes to numbers. Not very good at numbers. My brother would probably love this movie. Shannon and I were sitting here watching the movie. And, a lot of times there are movies, that are complicated, if you will. Like when it deals with numbers and accountants and shit like that. And Wall Streets and investing and this and that. I'll sit, and some of them I get, but this one I was just like, all right, seriously, what's going on here? I don't know what's going on. We both sat here. It was pretty funny because we were sort of both like, what's going on? But the story does get a little more simplified as it goes on, so it's not as complex. But some things are not exactly told to us. So there's a few things that you're sitting there like, all right, how the hell did he do that? Or how did this happen? Or that, what the hell just, you know what I mean? It's a little confusing. You got to really pay attention to this one. And I think you need a little bit of knowledge in, the market to understand exactly what's going on. But after a while, you sort of figure out what's going down. The story kind of diverts and it goes into another angle, and then from there you're sort of like, oh, okay, I get it, right on. That's good. So the third act kind of redeems the first two, and we were very patient watching this one. And I was sort of like, I don't know. And then at the end it was sort of like, oh, okay. If that makes any sense. For those of you who have seen this movie, you'll probably understand my analogy just now. But to give this one a rating, as I always do, I will give this movie... This is a tough one. This is a tough one. I got to think about this one now. You know what? Not my bag of tea. How about that? Good movie. Very good movie, but not my bag of tea. I'm going to have to give this one... Fuck, I don't know. I have no idea what to give this movie. Okay, you know what? All right. I'll give it a 3. I'll give it a 3. I was sort of borderline 2 or 3. I don't do the halves. I don't do like 2.5 or whatever. No. It's either 2 or 3. So, a very weak 3. How's that? Again, not my bag or cup of tea. Alright, this is not exactly a movie that is up my alley, and I don't know if it would be up anybody else's alley, but it was good. It was good. Would I watch it again? Maybe, to see if I understood it a bit better. Maybe. Alright, anyways, so, next movie on the list is The Only Living Boy in New York. Now, Shannon and I started watching this one, and then she sort of fell asleep. I wish she was here. I seriously wish she was here. I miss my darling. I miss you, Shannon. We started watching this one, and she was starting to fall asleep because it was kind of late. She wasn't able to finish watching it, and then I said, you know what, I want to get... It's a little slow to start. This movie is a little slow to begin with. So I was like, okay, I want to give this one a shot. So she went to sleep. I sat here and I'm like, you know what? I got to watch this movie. And the reason is because I saw this trailer a long time ago. And I always wanted to see this one because the trailer looked interesting enough that I was like, okay, maybe I might like this one. I thought it would be a nice, solid story. And I saw, you know, and I was... And again, it's a little slow. A little slow to start. So it was a bit of a slow burn. But once the movie starts kicking in, it surprises you. And you're sitting there like, whoa, what's going on here? Well, not in a bad way, in a good way. And then it's almost like the third act, you're like, holy shit. I don't know, I can't, again, without spoiling, I don't want to spoil shit. This movie's worth it though. It's definitely worth a view, and I think you guys would probably like this one. It's not what you think. This movie is not what you think. Looking at the picture is a little deceiving. Well, not really, actually. That's actually pretty dead on. But it's a little deceiving because you don't really know what the story is. So you look at that and you're like, oh, alright, whatever. It's probably a chick flick, chick flick. But, different. Very, very interesting story, and I really, really, really like the story. So, because I really enjoyed the story, and I don't know if you guys can tell by the picture who's in the movie, I might as well say, it doesn't really matter, it doesn't make a difference. What's her name? Kate Beckinsale. I love Kate Beckinsale, and that's the only reason I wanted to see this movie. So, to give it a rating, I say, story-wise, this movie's fantastic. It needed a little... You know what? No, you know what? Boom. That, I don't know why I'm being over decisive here today, but it's damn good. Damn good. Fuck. I loved it. I even said to Shannon afterwards, I go like this, you check it out. I go, watch the movie, you will not be disappointed. Now, we were going to continue watching it, but I'm sitting there going, well, I've got a whole bunch of other movies I want Shannon to check out, so she can watch this one on her own if she's interested. So that's kind of how I left it. But this movie is fucking great. I really, really enjoyed this movie. It has a bunch of twists and turns in there, and you just kind of like, oh, shit. And then you're like, oh, fuck. And it's fucked up. It's great. Great fucking movie. Yeah. See, I was going to give it a 4, but... it's a 5. It's a 5. Definitely a 5. Only because Kate Beckinsale. Absolutely love Kate Beckinsale. She's like my hall pass. So, All right, let's move on to the next one. Now, I had confused this one because we were looking through the movie list, and I knew that I had The Only Living Boy in New York, and then I saw this title, and I confused it with that movie. This movie is called The Angriest Man in Brooklyn, so I thought it was The Only Living Boy in New York, which I wanted to see. But then, and then I realized, or, you know, I was like, oh shit, I screwed up. So, fuck it. Let's watch it. It's a movie I don't recognize, have no idea who's in, but there you go. The Angriest Man in Brooklyn with Robin Williams. The late, great, unbelievably great Robin Williams. I loved Robin Williams. He's actually one of the actors that passed away that I was pretty much devastated with. The two that I've been devastated the most with, of all the celebrity deaths, were Robin Williams and George Michael. Those two really hit me hard. The reason being because Robin Williams. There's no need to say anymore. It's fucking Robin Williams. My favorite movie of all time is Dead Poets Society, as I've said a million times. And Robin Williams, I wish had won an Academy Award for acting because, you know, he deserved it for Dead Poets Society, without a doubt. Too bad he didn't win. But he did win for Best Supporting Actor in Good Will Hunting, but I'd always wished that he'd won for Dead Poets Society. So, as soon as we found out that Robin Williams was in the fucking movie, Shannon and I were hooked. We were right in there. So, I'm not going to give away the premise, but it was a little sad. I don't want to exactly give it away, and it was a little close to home, if you will, without saying anything. I don't want to say anything, but this movie definitely is worth watching. I wouldn't say it's amazing, but it's interesting. It's very well done, and the story is pretty strong. Makes you think. It's one of those that you're like, oh shit, like, fuck. Makes you think, definitely, but the premise was sad. Very sad, considering, I can't say, but again, very sad when you think about, without saying much, I'm going to say, life imitating art, if you will, or art imitating life, however, which way you want to say it. Yeah, so, there was something missing in this one. There was something missing, for sure. I was gonna give it a 5, but there was something definitely missing. I liked it. I really enjoyed it. It's almost a 5, but it's a very just missing 1 star. Something for me needed to push it over the edge, and I was sort of hoping for something a little different. It is what it is. I enjoyed it. Damn good movie, but it's not quite a 5-star movie. 4, for sure. Definitely a 4-star movie without a shadow of a doubt. So, that is The Angriest Man in Brooklyn. Now, because we had seen so many, I guess you could say like horror movies, story movies, sad movies, however which way you want to put it, we decided to break it up with a comedy. I saw this movie years ago, and I pretty much forgot the whole damn thing. Gray ball like a motherfucker. I'm talking about 100 Girls. Don't know if you guys have ever seen this movie, but I remember this one from many, many years ago, and I only remembered tiny little scenes. Tiny, tiny, tiny little scenes. Very fragmented. Like, I remembered certain little moments in the movie, but not enough to remember the whole thing. This movie is awesome. It's an interesting take on women and men. It's, I guess you can call it, I wouldn't call it a chick flick. Or maybe it is. Maybe it is. But I call it a movie. Yeah, it's a movie. And as I've defined before, movies are movies that are pretty much, everything sort of works out, and it's a happy ending. That's pretty much what a movie is. So this definitely falls under the movie, but it's a cute movie. It's fun. It's comedic. There's some interesting moments in there. It's not groundbreaking. It's definitely not. This is not like a highly recommended movie again, but it's definitely fun. I enjoyed it. Shannon enjoyed it, but not enough to give this thing a superstar rating. I would give it a 4, almost, like just a 4. Like, entertaining, fun. Some of the stuff that's brought up in the movie is like fucking awesome, but not there. Not quite there. No, almost there, but not quite there. Next movie on the list. Shit, I'm actually running through these pretty damn fast. Am I even gonna do an hour today? Today's been going super fucking slow. Like, before I had to go to work last night, the time was it was 10 o'clock, and I was it was 9 o'clock, and I was getting ready because I was eating stuff or getting my food ready, and I looked up at the clock, and it was 9:01, and then, I felt like I had done a shitload of things. Look up again, it's 9:02. What the fuck's going on here? I'm looking again, I look up, what the fuck, it's only 9:03. It really went slow, if you get my drift. So anyways, okay, Caveman's Valentine. Shannon and I, again, I remember this movie from many, many years ago, but I completely forgot it. I hate that. I hate the fact that my memory just doesn't work anymore, and that all these movies have sort of greyballed. And I can't believe that. It's shocking how many movies I've lost with time, if you will. But Shannon and I started watching this one, and we were both, I don't know if you guys can tell from the photo there, but it's Sam Jackson. And we started watching it. I need a drink. I'm not gonna freak out. I just need a drink. Thirsty, man. Give me a break. These lights are hot, by the way. Yeah, we saw the first 20 minutes, and Shannon and I are sitting here. I was sitting in this chair, staring. She was on the couch. And 20 minutes in, very artsy-fartsy. This movie's severely artsy-fartsy. A lot of hidden messages and little fucking things going on. 20 minutes in, I look at Shannon and I'm like, this movie's doing nothing for me. And yet, I remembered many years ago that it was good. So I'm like, what the fuck? Did my memory deceive me somehow? Do I remember this movie being a lot better? So we stopped watching after 20 minutes and decided, because we had other movies, ones that I really wanted her to see, we decided to move on. It is hot as a motherfucker in here. Shit. These lights are not helping either. Sorry. I wanted her to see other movies, and this one just wasn't happening for me. So, and her, we were both sort of sitting here like, okay, this is a little artsy-fartsy here, and and Sam Jackson was sort of overplaying certain scenes, and I was just kind of like, I don't know what's going on. So we stopped watching it. I brought her home, came back that same night, and I had to reset my schedule anyways, so I was like, you know what? I remembered this movie being good. Let me, now knowing what to expect, let me continue watching this thing and see if it is actually good, or did my memory fuck me? Did my memory fuck me? That was all I was thinking. Did I say that this thing was good, and in my brain I thought it was good, and anyway, so decided to give this one, because I'm not the type of person to give 20 minutes to movies nowadays unless I know it's really, really, really fucking bad. Like Deja Vu, fucking, what was that? Fuck. Spit on Your Grave. There you go. Not like shit like that. That shit right away, it's bad. But this one, I'm like, you know what? Fuck, let me give this one a shot again. So, I sat down and I continued watching from where I left off. And it got better. It got better. Still artsy-fartsy throughout the entire movie, but it got better. The plot started kicking in, and it really slow builds. Really slow to start. And when it started kicking in, I was like, okay, now I remember that this movie was actually pretty good. So once it hit the third act, that's when the movie really takes Really takes it's definitely a slow build or slow burn, however you want to call it. Definitely, yeah, definitely a slow burn. Good movie, good movie. Because it's really artsy fartsy, I don't think people would like it. It's not amazing because I recalled it being really good, but it's okay. It's definitely a good story. Takes forever to get there, but it's a good story, and you have to go through a lot of, weird imagery and artistic shit and just cuts going all over the fuck. But in the end, I know I've sort of talked too much about this one. In the end, it's a 3-star. There's no way that this would make it past 3. There's no fucking way. That's 3. Stop. It's not really entertaining, but it's a good story. We'll just leave it at that. All right, we'll leave it at that. So, 3 is definitely the fair number to give that. Yeah. All right. So moving on to the final movie, and oddly enough, the movie is The Final Cut. That's right. Another Robin Williams movie. I picked this movie literally by title. It was just a random pick. I was supposed to watch this one with Shannon, but we didn't get around to it. Had no idea what it was going in. I seriously thought it was a horror movie. I was thinking to myself, okay, this is definitely a horror movie. Definitely has some horror themes, if you will. It's not what I expected at all. When I saw Robin Williams again, I was like, holy fuck, what are the odds of me picking 2 Robin Williams movies by accident? Because that's how it was. We just picked them by title. So I look at it, I'm like, because I thought it was like going to be a cheesy horror. I seriously thought, and then I see Robin Williams, like, holy fuck, what the fuck? And then they give the little rules at the beginning of the movie. So I'm like, okay, all right, I get it. I had to actually rewind it again to kind of get those rules as the movie starts playing. And I'm thinking, okay, this is all right. It's fucking good concept. And I was like, oh shit, this looks like something I might really get into. And then, of course, Robin Williams. As I said earlier, I love Robin Williams. So I'm like, I'm getting right into this fucking movie. And I'm talking fucking, like, I'm in deep, man. I'm in deep. I was really enjoying it. And then, almost the third act, you get something happens, and you're like, whoa, what the fuck? I don't know how else to put it. And then, I wish they'd stopped the movie at that point. But they didn't. They didn't stop the movie at that point. Fuck. It took a turn for the worse, man. So I was right in there. I was fucking giving her. And then all of a sudden I'm like, whoa, wait a second. Hold on. Whoa. No. That's a weird analogy, but definitely very descriptive. Fuck. They fucked this one up royally. They fucked it up royally. And then, without giving away anything, or trying not to give it anyway, something happens in the very first act, the first 5 minutes of the movie, and then you watch it again, and I was done. I was pissed, actually, especially when you find out the premise of this movie. It fucking pissed me off. This movie really fucking pissed me off. Because it just pissed me off. I'm sitting there like, fuck, man. The movie was so good. So good. Up to the third act. Right at the beginning of the third act, you're like, holy fuck. And then all of a sudden, you're like, what the fuck? Like, it goes from like this incredibly set up story to, whoa. Where did that go? And it's just shit. Like fucking shit. Like, dude, I'm telling you, I was seriously gonna give this movie a 5. But after they fucked it up royally, no. I'm taking it down, man. Taking it down. They fucked it up that fucking badly where I almost wanted to turn it off. Because I'm like, what the fuck happened? And I was like, how the fuck did they fuck it up? It's almost like the director, like, he's writing the story. And then all of a sudden he's like, whatever. For those of you who have seen this movie, you'll understand exactly what I'm talking about. I actually went on IMDb to see some of the reviews, and people were pissed. People hated this fucking movie. And I'm sitting there going, you know, the more comments I read and the more reviews I read, the more I'm not liking this fucking thing. It's a shame. It's a shame because it had such great fucking potential. And I was really enjoying it. Really, really, really enjoying it. And then they just fucking, like, completely burned me on that one. Anyways, that's the last one on that list for this week. So, ta-da! Now, I was working on a few extra little things this week, and I do have a brand new commercial, if you will, which I'd like to play it for you guys right now. And I had this as a commercial before with my little silly Beavis and Butthead intro, and then I decided to switch it. I decided to now cut out the Beavis and Butthead stuff, and I decided to just make this a trailer. It's very short. I mean, I was going to go get another beer, but I think I might. I might need one. And anyways, going back to, I'm going to play the commercial in a sec, but I mean, yeah, you know what? I'll talk about that when I come back. It's really short, very short commercial. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's a very important message. That's right. Very important message, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. Saturday night, ladies and gentlemen, the Del Morgado Show Unleashed. It is official. And as I'm sure you guys have seen in the banner ads, it is very official. I decided to make a new banner ad. And what I'm also going to do, and I might as well pop this up right here, is I'm in the process of trying to think of something new to do with a 5-star supporter. That is, of course, Mr. Eric Irier. Thank you, sir, for supporting the show as well as you have. I am actually thinking about doing something different for this. I am actually going to probably work on that. I don't know when. But, yeah. And then also I decided to now make another commercial with the same idea. And it's very short as well. So here's another commercial and a very important message for all of you right now. Welcome back. And I'm probably going to make one for Amanda as well. Obviously, I'm doing the shows here on YouTube, so I wanted to make something that could promote my show, and I'll probably make one for Amanda as well. Again, now that I'm back at work, which is what I was going to talk about, was, you know, it was cool to go back to work after, you know, being off for, you know, a few months. It was really interesting. When I walked in the door, first question I asked them, I said, look, were there any cases here in the building? Just out of curiosity and for my own safety, I wanted to know. I wanted to know if anybody had been infected with the virus and whatnot. And they said they didn't have any cases. Or actually, sorry, no, they said they had one case and apparently the person got better. So there were no deaths, thank God. But only one case in the entire building, so that's definitely a good sign. And I'm sitting there going, okay, so I guess nobody in the building has a problem. So I was pretty happy about that. It was interesting because when I came in, they had just recently, and that's why I went back to work, they just recently released, if you will, the cutbacks. So they allowed certain people to come back to work, meaning myself, the car washing. And I heard that as soon as they let the tenants know, that everybody went crazy. And literally started booking like unbelievably, which made me feel kind of good, because I'm sitting there like, oh, they deemed me as a non-essential, and then meanwhile everybody in the building is going crazy now because they know I'm back, which makes me look like a superstar coming back, I guess, if you want to look at it from that way, because all this time that I was off, people wanted their cars washed. It's kind of a good feeling, and I gotta admit, going back to work, I was not prepared. I was not prepared. I should have done some cardio. I mean, I've literally been like, the most activity I'll do is go grocery shopping. That's once a week. And what do I really do? I'm just hauling a couple of bags. But, washing a few cars in one night, my body just wasn't used to it. I'm all sore. I'm like, holy shit, man. Like, I couldn't believe it. And I guess because I've been so inactive all this time that I've been at home, I guess it didn't really help to go back to work and have that many cars to wash in one night. But I have to get used to it, because that's going to have to be the way for a while. And I'm not surprised. I really am not, because obviously there was no car washing services for months. So I know people are going to lose their minds now. So I was not shocked. And I'm quite honestly, I'm glad to be back. It definitely felt good to be back at work, even though after the 6th car, I was like, I even said it on Saturday. I was like, I guarantee you after a week, I'm going to be like, fuck this shit. But you know what? I was already used to doing a lot of cars in one night anyway. So I was just kind of like, all right, but now my body has to readjust to that. And I'm sure by Wednesday, or no, probably Wednesday, I'll probably still struggle. I'm sure by Friday, my body will sort of already start adapting again. So I'm kind of curious to know what's going to happen there. But at the same time, yeah, I'm very happy to be back at work. I was super, super just done with being home. I need to do something. I need to work. I need to be active. I swear, I would just get out of bed. There were a lot of nights I would get out of bed, come here, sit here for a while, try to figure out what the hell I'm going to do. What am I going to do? And then, like, if I decided to watch a movie, I would lay down on the couch. This is like an hour of being awake, people. An hour of being awake. I'd lay on the couch, pass out again. I wasted so much time. And it bothered me, because I'm sitting here like, oh, fuck. Like, you know what I mean? And then my motivation just went right down the toilet. That's why I'm still doing pre-records. My brain is still not 100% here. It's here, but it's not really, here. Yeah. Ugh. Fuck. So, anywho, alright, well, that's my story. Or stories. You know what I'm saying? Oh, there it is. Hey, that workout show. Unleashed. You know what? I'm going to take a break. I need to refill. Plus, the beer got warm so quick. I think it's because the heat is finally starting to kick in this place. Plus, the lights, not helping. So I'm going to take a little break right now, and I think we need a song. Yeah, we need a song. Something that I haven't played in a while. Let me play something that I haven't played in a while. How about that? So let me just look through the... Oh, well, there's an interesting one. And that is the main song of the show. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It is a song by Left Turn City. You hear it every single time the show starts and every single time the show ends. So right now, ladies and gentlemen, you're about to hear the full song. Here is Left Turn City, and the song is called Lost. Right here on Drinkin and Yakkin.
And now you know I'm here, I'm only trying to save the day. And I choose the choices that I do. And I figured out it was a second shift. Back and steal the day. I never wanted to run away. Everything I said has all gone to shit. Smiles turn to frowns, don't want to deal with that. And now I'm in too deep, I'm only trying to save myself.
how you doing? I'm Flash Lowlight.
And I'm Nick Nikon.
And we are the Puppet
Razzi. If you are looking for great entertainment for your special event, then Puppet Razzi is the most amazing show that you will ever encounter in your life.
Yeah, we are an adult puppeteer show that is sure to bring down the house, your house, with great humor, banter, jokes, and interviews with your very special guests.
And hardcore reporting of your event that will mystify you, surprise you, and even make you roll in the aisles.
Let our professional sound, lighting, staging, and puppeteering skills amaze you and your clientele with the absolute best entertainment that you deserve.
For more information on booking Puppet Razzi or to see a video demo of our show, please go to facebook.com/Puppet Razzi. Or email us directly at puppetrazzi@hotmail.com. That's puppetrazzi@hotmail.com.
Hey, that was pretty good there, buddy.
I was happy with that.
Hey, let's go for a beer or something to celebrate.
Well, maybe some mild mint tea.
Okay, all right.
I need to calm down a little.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I know. I went a little commercial crazy there. Hey, what can I say? I've got a few ads I can put up now. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. My name is Dell, and you're still watching Drinkin Yakkin. I do have to mention something. I wasn't going to say anything, but I do have to mention this. And Amanda, darling, I hope you're watching the show. I hope you do end up watching the show. I actually was a little disappointed this week because the length of your show, darling, was quite disappointing. I wasn't able to tune in because I was readjusting my hours to get ready to go back to work. And I tuned in afterwards, and I got up at around 10:40, right after your show. And I was a little heartbroken to see that you'd only gone 20 minutes, darling. Darling, if you're not up for doing a show, don't feel like you have to. Now, what I suggest, you can take this for what it is, but you can, if you want to come up with stuff during the week and write it down as to what you want to talk about on the show, this way you're not sitting there trying to figure shit out and trying to figure out what to talk about. And if you don't have anything, then I won't get mad. I won't get upset if you don't do a show. If you've got nothing to talk about, then why do a show? I watched it, and I felt really bad. And even with commercial, because you did throw a commercial in there, at least you asked me to, and then also, credits, the show wasn't even 20 minutes long. And I was a little sad, because, Amanda, I'd love to see you do a little bit longer. I don't know if you'll even see this show, and I don't even know if you're going to watch this at all. But, I was a little bit sad. So my advice is to write stuff down. I know with what I do is, obviously, I have my movie reviews, and if I run out of, movie reviews, I usually find other stuff to talk about, meaning I talk about, like, personal issues or stuff that's going on, like me going back to work, and luckily, I know that I have the benefit of being able to play songs. Unfortunately, you don't, but I felt really bad. I felt like it was almost like you were forced to do it, and so I don't want you to feel forced to do it, darling. I want you to do it to have fun, not to be like, and unfortunately, I noticed there were no comments, and as I've said before, you don't have to depend on comments. If anything, what you should do, Amanda, and I know you're probably going to hate me for saying this too, this goes for anybody who ever wants to join in as well. So here's another suggestion, darling. Do a pre-record. I don't know if you can. You probably can. But do a pre-record. Or don't look at the comments. Ignore the comments. If you don't have enough to talk about without the comments, chances are you shouldn't do a show that week. That's all I'm saying. I don't want you to feel pressured into doing a show just because, you're scheduled, if you will. It's not going to be the end of the world if you miss a show here and there. I know with me, there's some nights I don't feel like doing a show. I mean, right now I'm doing this before I go to sleep, which is why I got my second beer. Jesus, hold on. Cheers, you bastards. All right, sorry. I'm actually training myself to try to... I've seen videos of guys that can do it. I'm trying. I'm actually trying to learn how to do that. I usually do it with water, and I just try to do it in, like, one shot. Just... It's tough with beer, man. This shit's cold. Like, really cold. And I think, as opposed to water, you know, there's the gas in there, which kind of doesn't help. I'll get it. But anyways, going back to what I was saying, I did feel bad for you, Amanda. I mean, I know with me sometimes I have a hard time trying to come up with stuff to talk about. But other times it just flows. Like, there's a topic that I'll start talking about, and then it's like, I don't shut up. But the one thing, and I know it's difficult. I mean, I am doing these pre-records, and now it's almost forcing me to bring content to the plate. Because looking at comments, you become dependent on those comments. And by becoming dependent on the comments, as I said on my show on Saturday, it makes you look unprepared. You know, it makes you look, excuse me, like you don't know what you're doing. I know you're still new in the game, but again, I'm trying to help. I hope you see this, Amanda. And otherwise, you know, if people want to join in, which I've mentioned a bunch of times, if you guys think you could do a better job than me when it comes to hosting, by all means, that's what we're here for. If you guys think that you can do better, chances are you probably can. And that's what Drinkin and Yakkin is all about. If you guys want to do your own Drinkin and Yakkin show, feel free to contact me. Let me just pop up that email address there, and you guys can contact me directly. And you can, you know, say that you've seen Drinkin and Yakkin, you'd like to be a part of it, and we can make you a part of Facebook.com/DrinkinNYakkin. You can host your own live show every week. I've offered it. Amanda's the only one who took me up on the offer. Apparently I had 3 other people that were saying they were willing to join in, and they never came around and they never did it. Now, I know you guys are probably still upset about the fact that I'm still doing pre-records, and I will continue to do pre-records only because of the fact that I don't want to rely on comments. And also the fact that I'm not really ready to communicate on the comment level yet. You know, I can stream these videos live, obviously, because, you know, I don't have to respond to comments. But a lot of times the comments become distracting, and I want to be able to provide a show without having to depend on comments. Call this a experiment, or call this a new direction. Whatever you want to call it, don't be upset about the fact that there aren't any comments, or that I don't respond to comments. And as I said on Saturday, there are a lot of shows out there where people constantly comment, and the hosts don't give a damn. They don't pay attention. They don't even respond. If you guys want to make comments, please, by all means, I will see them. It may not be right away, but I'll definitely see them. Because usually when I post these at their scheduled times, I will literally play and walk away. You know, because now I have this set up in my kitchen, so I don't have to babysit my computer anymore to make sure that everything's going well. The other thing about me not doing these shows live, I get to focus a little bit better. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but I don't screw up as badly when I'm doing this, because there's a lot of stuff on my plate. I gotta hit this button. I gotta pay attention to this. I gotta look at that. I gotta make sure that the streaming is okay. I gotta look at, you know, the commenting. And then I forget to throw the fucking mic on, or I forget to add something. And it's just one of those things that it becomes a challenge. Sure, I've done it for a few months, but at the same time right now, I sort of want to take a break from that, and I just want to bring a show to the plate, and I just want to bring something. I hope it's entertaining. I hope you guys like it. I know I'm practically ready to go to sleep, because this is pretty much my bedtime. The best part is I don't work on Tuesday nights, and that is like part of my full schedule. I don't work Tuesday nights. So, you know, it's going to be interesting to post this later and, you know, already be done. That's kind of a good thing, because now I can go to bed, wake up, and I don't have to, like, rush to get everything set up because 9 o'clock is coming. You know, this is a bit of a break for me right now. I can still do a show, but I prefer to do a show comfortably and not have to worry about certain elements. If that makes any sense. I know I keep on trying to explain myself, but I don't think I should have to. I think, in all honesty, right now, especially with the way things are going, sure, I'm back at work, but at the same time, my mindset isn't exactly on replying to comments right now. Right now, my mindset is I want to focus on a show. I want to do a show and hopefully bring some entertainment, and that's pretty much what I'm doing. I don't want to have to worry about looking at the screen every 5 seconds to see if there's a comment. Mind you, sometimes there's no comments whatsoever. And then I'm sitting here like, you know, with my hand up my ass, almost like, Buh. What am I going to say now, Bert? No. Now I'm forcing myself to now give you guys some content. Hope you guys enjoyed my movie reviews, by the way. I think it's time to wrap her up. Let me see how low. Oh, shit, yeah, it's time to wrap her up. I met my quota, damn it. To think, I used to do an hour and a half on Reality Radio 101 all the time. Nah, those days are done. I could, and I know a few people who do like 4-hour shows. Oh, man, fuck. I did it the one time, and I don't know how the hell I managed to do a 4-hour show. I had a lot of videos to help, you know, but nah, man. An hour 10, an hour 20, very comfortable for me. I can handle that. So, ladies and gentlemen, all good things must come to an end. But my ass will be back Saturday night, as I've promoted many times. And I shall promote it once again, and I'm sure that that's actually going to be popping up. Unleashed, ladies and gentlemen, Saturday nights at 9 p.m. You can catch me right here on youtube.com/DFH Studios. And that's the show right there, Unleashed. And, yeah! Saturday night, baby. Also, you can shoot a PayPal right there. That's the email if you want to support the DFH Studios. That is the email that you can reach me at, and that is the PayPal that you can send any donation, which would be highly appreciated. And I'd like to thank, of course, my 5-star supporter once again, Mr. Eric Irier, right there. I'm gonna come up with something different for this. I'm gonna come up with a different look. But, ladies and gentlemen, I do want to thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the show. Hope you enjoyed my movie reviews. I know some of you watch my show specifically for the movie reviews, so I hope that you guys enjoyed what I had to say. If you want to contact me or find me in any way, shape, or form, always pointing the wrong bloody direction, you can go right there. Those are the 4 that end with Drinkin Yakkin. And then there's the other ones that end with DFH Studios. And then you can hashtag us right there as well. So you can find us on Facebook. You can also tune in on a Sunday night for Amanda's show. Sorry, Amanda, I didn't mean to bring up the situation. But I felt like I should. Yeah. I don't know. I just don't want to make you feel guilty into doing a show when if you've got nothing, then save it for the week after. That's all. So, I've already shown my email address, but let me pop it up again. dfhstudios@hotmail.com. Feel free to shoot me an email if you have any comments, suggestions, or topics for the show. That's it right there. All right. Time to wrap her up. It's been a good time. I know I'm ready to go to sleep. I'm so tired. I'm exhausted. And honestly, finishing these beers here, this is gonna like I'm not drunk, but beer, for some reason, makes me very tired. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the old age. I don't know if you guys have the same effect, but for me, this definitely gets me really tired. This is almost like a sleeping pill, for fuck's sakes. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoyed the show. I'm super happy that you guys are still watching. I noticed that a couple of viewers were there, and I really appreciate all the people who tuned in on Saturday and, of course, last week on Drinkin Yakkin. Thank you so much. Please feel free to let me know who you are in the comments, and I will definitely send you a big thank you in my own personal way. But I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Hope you all enjoyed the show. What the hell's my name? Shit. My name! No, wait a second. That's the wrong. It's Heinz Skin Fever Bond. Wow. That's fuck. Woo. No, it's not. It's Dell. My name is Dell, motherfuckers. What's up? What's up? You don't know who I am? You don't know who I am, motherfucker? Anyway, my name is Dell, and you've been watching Drinkin Yakkin right here on YouTube.com/DFH Studios. I've got 3 words for you as I reach for my controller. Cheers, you bastards! Oh shit! Alright, I guess I am still gonna fuck up. Alright, let's try that again. Cheers, you bastards!